Good morning and welcome to Tuesday's Mornings with Luann and Tim. Hope you're having an awesome day. Woke up and guess what? It snowed.
But only a little dusting.
It's still enough. You got to take it off your car.
Oh, Luann, I went like this.
Seriously.
And it was gone.
I didn't.
I did.
Wait a second. Mine was way harder.
Jim does your car for you anyway.
No, he slept in because he didn't sleep well, so I didn't, push.
You didn't wait. Okay, so you had to go. You actually had to brush that snow off your windshield.
Well, it was cold.
It is cold.
Like stupid cold. Now
I'm hearing it's going to get milder and snow some more. Is this the truth?
I have no idea.
People, it needs to just go
Stop.
away.
Okay.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
I love Sault Ste. Marie. I'll be back when it thaws.
When it thaws out, we'll be back.
It's Fat Tuesday.
Yes, it is. What are you looking at me for?
That's why we look like this.
And I'm so prone to being Fat Tuesday.
Because tomorrow's Ash Wednesday. This is called Shrove Tuesday, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. Today's Mardi Gras, folks. So get out your beads and flash your boobs.
And that's exactly, Mardi Gras is Mardi Gras. And it's Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
Direct translation.
And do you know why we're supposed to stuff our faces today?
Because 40 days of Lent is coming up.
You got it. So we're supposed to give up, if you're a Catholic, give up something for, is Catholic
Lent.
Just Christian, I guess. Is it just Catholics?
I don't know.
Do Protestants do that too? I don't know. Do they have Easter? I don't know.
Yes, they have Easter.
Protestants have Easter?
Yes. I don't know.
Because they believe that Jesus Christ was born and risen and died on the cross to save us of our sins.
Oh, man.
Anyway, so yes, you're supposed to eat all of whatever you want, but then you have to start fasting for Lent for 40 days. And then it's Ash Wednesday.
Can you give up food?
It's Ash Wednesday tomorrow.
Can you just give it all up?
Give it all up? Would you?
I couldn't.
No.
I
could fast. We were never really, I remember in our family, because I come from the generation where you weren't allowed to eat meat on Fridays.
Oh, yeah.
You too?
Me too. Oh, yeah. Fish
Did
and
you
chips?
eat meat on Friday?
No.
When we were younger, we didn't.
No.
Well,
I do now.
We weren't big fish eaters. And my father was a major carnivore. But of course, he grew up in a family where his uncles were priests and his aunt was a nun. And
so guess what? He's not eating carnivoreness.
He didn't eat meat, but here's what we did do. On Friday nights, at about 11:30 p.m., fire up the barbecue.
Oh.
And at midnight, the steaks hit the barbecue, and he had his meat because it was after midnight.
Oh, but then Lent started, so...
Well, not on Fat Tuesday. That was like every Friday.
Yeah.
And we actually had a barbecue in our kitchen on Wellington Street in our house where we grew up.
Oh, nice.
Well, because they discovered when they were renovating the kitchen, there was a chimney that came up through the middle of the kitchen because we had a pot-bellied stove that was for the laundry in the basement. So he just had them cut the hole in the bricks and put a metal plate in and put a hibachi in there, and then re-bricked it outside. And so we had a fire.
Awesome.
We had a barbecue year round. So yeah, midnights on Friday, you smelled steak in the Murphy house.
Every Shrove Tuesday, my dad used to make us corn fritters. Yeah.
I like corn fritters.
Yeah, me too. They were awesome.
You know what they do down for Mardi Gras? I read this. A lot of the shop owners and stuff will take Vaseline and put Vaseline on the poles and the pillars outside their businesses so that people won't climb them on Mardi Gras. No, don't go there. They would be on the structural pillars and poles.
Why are people climbing them?
They climb them to watch the parades and stuff and get up high and get crazy.
Gotcha.
It's Mardi Gras. They get crazy.
You know what? You want to put Vaseline on there? That's a lot of Vaz.
So people don't climb up the pole. I think that's.
You know what? I'd get some Pam.
Isn't that how you keep pigeons off your balcony? Same concept. You put Vaseline on the railing and the pigeons can't stay on.
That or a pellet gun. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. Oh, I got a big woo.
If somebody threw beads at you, would you show them your boobs?
No. Good Lord. Jeez. Then I have to take my socks off. They're down here. Give me a minute.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's too much trouble. I'd throw the beads back at them.
I don't know, you guys, ladies, I don't understand. Okay, because I'll tell you, it's legal in Ontario for you to go bare-breasted anywhere you want. You can do it. If I were a woman and it was a hot summer day and I was riding my bicycle, I would not wear anything. I mean, I guess maybe for comfort you wear a sports bra or something, but I would have no issue.
Really? So you don't do that now, though?
Who?
You.
I show my boobs off.
Would you go on the waterfront and on a bike without a shirt on?
Absolutely.
Oh God, don't. No, you know what? We've been taught, like, especially my age, we've been taught, oh, so, you know, you have to be very...
They're
Plus now, seriously, that's why I wear boots.
But I'm you have to do origami to wear a bikini.
Seriously.
Look,
I can make him pointy, I can make him point there, I can make him... Just, you know, depends on the bra.
Oh, Luann.
Yeah, boobs are...
See, now, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm gay. Boobs do nothing for me. I like boobs. I think boobs are nice.
Honey, you're gay, so boobs shouldn't do anything for you.
I remember asking my mother once when I was little, I was like, are you aware of your boobs all the time? She said, what are you talking about? And I said, I don't know, like, do you always know that they're there? Like, are you always aware of the fact that they're there? And she said, I don't know. She said, I never. She said, what, are you aware
am.
She said, are you aware of your penis all the time?
Well,
and I
that's
said,
the thing.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah, you were what? 12?
Like 9.
Yeah, there you go. Of course you were aware of the penis.
But anyways, no, I always wondered whether
It's
they're
always the
like,
bra.
The bra.
It's not the breasts
It's
as
the
much
bra.
as the bra. Like when you hear about women who get home from work and stand at the front door and unhook and don't get undressed and take the bra off and slingshot it across the room, there's a reason why we do that. It's not comfortable. You know, you got to let the back fat flow. I'm just saying, you put a bra on and then you got ripples and chunks and it just is not
I feel the same way about tidy whities.
Yeah, see?
Bring them across the living room once I get home. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's multiple personality day. So I'd like to say happy multiple personality day. Oh, and the same to you.
All your personalities.
I don't think that's a good thing to have.
Well,
they should
I
stop
think it would be a bit of a challenge.
And I
to
think
live
it's also
with.
kind of. I don't think it's I think it might be considered inappropriate and offensive in some ways to have them all.
Well, what do you? So you don't like your other personalities?
No, I love all my personalities. I just don't know that it's.
I don't love all your personalities.
It really is a thing. Oh,
my.
I mean, I saw it on the internet and I thought, I don't know, because
maybe it's trying to raise awareness, maybe of.
It's not.
No.
Not what I looked up. It was just like, oh, celebrate all the different things you want to be and your different personalities and stuff. But
we should have a Fat Ankles Day then. Right?
It's Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday, fat ankles.
Put your feet up.
Yeah, we could do that.
What song did
you?
Hey, what? Go.
Ben Affleck.
Yes.
I don't like him anymore. He broke up with Jennifer. And I mean, it's been
What's
a long
her name?
time.
That's Jennifer Garner.
And then he did the whole rehab, falling off the wagon thing. She brought him there. She's still so nice to him, and he left her.
Wait, they got back together again?
No.
How did
he got back together with his girlfriend that he was seeing for several months.
Break up with Jennifer. They never got back together again. She was just being a good friend.
They were married for 108 years. When you leave, that means it's a breakup. So he left.
But he was already with another girl, wasn't he?
That's right.
So he left her a long time ago.
Yes.
So
why does it make it okay if it's a long time ago or if it was yesterday?
I just find it interesting.
He left.
I just find it interesting that just you've chosen today to get angry.
Because he's going back out with the girl that works on SNL. He went out with her for a few months and then stopped and did the rehab.
Because of his addictions?
Yeah. Her name's Lindsay Shuckus.
Well, she's all shook us up now.
She's got a nice tuckus.
I think you should shook us up. You should be happy for Ben Affleck that he's back on track.
I don't care, Ben. Ben,
is she
on you?
What is Jennifer Garner doing? Isn't she happy in her life?
She's dating. That's not the point. She was devastated.
Was she?
Oh, she called me in the middle of the night, crying so hard, left with the 3 kids. He's useless. No, I don't know.
You're making all that up.
I am so. But I don't like him anymore because he left her.
Honey, Luke Perry passed away.
I know.
He was 52 years old, had a massive stroke. He didn't survive.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
And remember last week when we talked about the fact that he had a stroke, you said that there were rumors that he was in an induced coma.
Yeah.
And apparently, I said to you, no, I've just read that that's not the case. But they're now saying that they did medically subdue him.
Okay. So it wasn't necessarily a coma.
Yeah, but they kind of had to shut him down.
They were trying to reduce the pressure. I don't know what. I don't know. Like a massive stroke, that's blood pressure, right? So
2 kids were there, and his ex-wife, who's still friends with, and his fiance, and oh my word, and everybody.
Is there any way? I mean, How do you know? I mean, is there anything he could? Do we find out later that something he could have done? Like, did he have like a ridiculously high cholesterol, or
I don't
was
know.
he in high stress? Or, because there's
Well, there are symptoms, right, for stroke, like blood pressure is one, and
dizziness. I mean, I forget what all the things are. We should find that out.
Yeah.
Look it up, people, because you need to be aware.
If you feel numbness anywhere,
and you're tingling,
and you know what? If you feel weird, trust yourself. Just go. Because in the first 6 hours, in the first 6 hours that they can catch you, a lot of what would happen is reversible. But he had a massive stroke and never recovered, apparently. What a shame. Hey, such a shame.
On this day in 1963, Patsy Cline's plane crashed and she died at the age of 30.
Well, aren't you the happy guy? So, death and death. Good morning.
And now Patsy's climbing a stairway to heaven, which, by the way, in 1971, that's a segue for you. On this date, 1971, Led Zeppelin first played at the Worcester Hall in Belfast, live. First time they ever played Stairway to Heaven. What did you dance to at the final song of your high school dances? Was it Stairway to Heaven?
I don't remember. I was drunk.
Oh. We used to slow dance to Stairway to Heaven. I can't believe it was 1971.
Oh yeah, and it went on for days, right? So if you got somebody that you really liked and you got to slow dance with them,
I know,
that was the song.
I wonder what the kids dance to these days. Do they slow dance anymore? Do kids even go to dances? Do high schools have dances?
Yeah, they have dances.
Do they?
Yeah.
Let's go chaperone sometime.
We'll play Stairway to Heaven.
Oh my God, your children will all end up in jail. All right, listen, we have a fun show today. We have a great show today. Let's just put it that way. So
go to the commercial break.
I'm going to go to the commercial break. We'll be back with my first interview with the Refinery right after this. Welcome back to Mornings with Lou Ann and Tim. I told you it was going to be a fun segment. Okay, so Holly and Sam from the Refinery.
Yes.
Where'd you get that name from? Who made that up?
I always wanted a gym.
Who did?
She did. I always wanted a gym called the Refinery, but our philosophy is refine your mind, refine your body, refine your life. And
that's a lot of refining going on. But you know what? Look, first of all, let's explain who you are. So, Holly,
sure.
Are you the owner, co-owner? What is it?
I own it, Sam owns it, and Chris owns it.
And Chris's last name is?
Muncaster.
We know Chris Muncaster.
Yeah, we do.
I've known Chris Muncaster since he was a personal trainer elsewhere.
Yes.
And I knew his brother Josh from Sault Ste. Marie. You're not from the Sioux, are you?
No.
You came here because of Chris Muncaster.
Because of Chris.
Damn that Chris Muncaster. Yeah. He dragged you away from your family in Kingston. But here you are in Sault Ste. Marie, and you're a young entrepreneur.
Yes.
What's your background here? You're from the Sioux?
I am. Yeah, I'm from the Sioux. I lived out of town for 7 years.
Did you?
And I had a health business before.
Oh, cool.
So I've been a coach for about 8 years now.
Okay.
And so I love empowering women. So this just seemed like a natural fit.
Nice. And for you, it was you met Chris.
Yeah.
In Ottawa at a show?
At a bodybuilding show.
At a bodybuilding
yes.
show. And he didn't like you at all?
Not at
all. So what was your background? You obviously have been working as a trainer or whatever.
I took fitness and health promotion in Kingston at St. Lawrence College. And then I was training down there out of people's homes, traveling around. And then I moved up here and started training with Chris. And then Holly found us.
And then Holly found you.
Yes.
And you became
Sam was my trainer.
Sam was?
She was my trainer.
Yeah,
no, she trains me now, but it's a lot more swearing.
And the Refinery is focused on women?
Yes.
This is International Women's Day on Friday. It's all about the women.
That's right.
So I love the fact that you said when your clients come into you, one of the first things that they do is they're going to sit down with you.
Yeah.
Because it's talking about goals. As you said, mind is a big part of this.
It
mind
really
and heart and spirit, right?
You got it.
Tell me a little bit about when someone comes into you, what kinds of things do you want to know about them?
So we're a no judgment gym, but our goal is to always leave people better than they came. So women come to us and they share their life story. We're there as a sounding board. It's all about them. So the second that they walk into our gym, our goal is to love on them, and we have a family. So they're not members anymore, they're family. And so we sit in our office for an hour and we talk about, and we hold them accountable to what their goals are and what they're trying to achieve. Now we also, I don't do the sports nutrition counseling, but there's a sports nutrition component. So on Fridays, Chris comes into the office and he, through a process, he figures out how their body metabolizes proteins, carbs, and fats. And so he tailors a diet specific to their body.
For every client?
For every client.
Whoa.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then is that a regular Friday thing that they go back in and see him again and they do? For
Yes.
the wow.
And he adjusts their foods. For some clients, it's every 2 to 3 days, depending on their goals. There's nobody that knows sports nutrition like him.
Amazing. That's great. So you're sort of the intake counselor kind of
Yes.
mentor when it comes to the emotions and the mind part of it.
Yeah.
You're more the body part of it. Am I sort of getting this right? But it's got to be a combination too, right? Because it is all about the mind is what motivates the body to do stuff, right?
Yes.
So what is your trick? What makes you so special as a trainer, young lady?
Because I'm awesome.
Because you're awesome. I love that.
No, I train the girls, so I do a different workout every single day.
Every day.
Every day is a
Change
new
it up.
workout. Yep.
And so you were saying that you have clients who come to you sometimes every day just because they love it so much.
They just like being there.
That is so foreign to me. They like being there. How long would a session be with you?
30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So generally, I'm guessing 3 times a week is probably what the goal would be for your average person, maybe, to do that 3
Yeah,
times a
the
week?
average person is 3 times a week.
Depending on your goal.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're
depending.
looking at maintaining kind of thing, staying.
If
and
you just want to be healthy, then just come a couple times a week.
Right. But if you
have
want to
a
actually set your
goal-
goals and change the body, change the way you feel, then you're looking at going a little more often. But
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like it's a challenge for your clients.
No, they love it.
We have so much fun. Nobody has more fun than we do. Even, I mean, we go to work every day and we look forward to seeing each other. It's like we get to party with our best friends.
Hey, let's talk about the fact that it's cost effective.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about the variance between personal training and what you're getting at the Refinery.
Well, most personal trainers, and I know Sam included, they would charge about $35 for 30 minutes of training.
Yeah, that makes sense. I paid about $70 an hour. Yeah, that makes,
Yeah. So what we do is it mimics having a personal trainer, but in a group setting, because she changes the workouts every single day, and it has a focus. So it could be buns and guns, whatever it is that day.
Buns and guns. I could use help with both of those.
So what we do is instead of paying the $35 for half an hour, it's unlimited. So they can come as many times as they like, and it's a lot more cost effective. It works out to about $8 a workout if they commit to a year.
Wow.
Instead of $35 per workout, yes.
Do you have payment plans or anything like that? Or
We do.
You do?
We're flexible.
Yeah,
We're
you're
about
flexible
the
because you're
clients,
always
yeah.
stretching.
That's right. Yeah,
So once again, tailored to the client.
always.
Where are you located?
We're located in behind Sports Center at
624.
624 Wellington Street West. I get that. You know what confuses me about that address? Because sometimes people think that's People's Road, but it's still considered Wellington Street West
is.
because it curves.
Yeah.
It takes a hard rate.
Yes. So we're the frosted glass doors on 624 Wellington.
Does there used to be a bakery there? Are you where
Yes.
Are you where the bakery was?
are. Mhm.
Oh.
Sam loves
See,
donuts.
it's all about the buns, people. It's
That's
all
right.
about the
All about the buns.
hours of operation. What?
We run 11 classes a day.
What?
We're soon to be probably 13.
How many people work there?
Just us, and we have some part-time trainers. So we have Tony.
You guys are busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Emily, Nicole.
So what time is it going?
6:15, 6:45.
In the morning?
Yes.
Good heavens. Okay.
9, 9:30, 10, 12, 12:30, 4, 4:30, 5:30, 6, and we're soon to add a 7:30.
So that fits everybody's schedule.
Sure does.
That's amazing. Our time is running out already. Can you believe how fast 8 minutes goes?
I can't.
What have I missed? No, but some of the equipment and stuff and the fun stuff you do.
Oh,
What's
so-
the rubber band snapping you were talking about?
Oh,
Booty bands.
when someone snaps a booty band, the place erupts in a cheer.
Cheer.
We get noise complaints.
You get noise complaints from your neighbors. Hey, I think Brian Bellini is your neighbor.
It's probably him that's.
I bought his house. I bought his house. Anyway, don't go. And then after it's over, you can go for a beer.
That's right, and chicken wings.
I got your hair done at the salon.
You got it.
It's all set. It's
One-stop
not
shop.
one-stop shopping at the Refinery. Well, how do we find you? Like Facebook?
Facebook. Yep.
That's
Find
the
us
best
on
way?
Facebook. Absolutely.
The Refinery.
You got it.
Sault Ste. Marie.
Yes.
You know what? I really enjoyed. You guys have an amazing energy.
Oh, thank you.
All right. So thanks to Holly and Sam for being here. We'll be back with Luann right after this break. I'll tell you, those ladies' energy is infectious.
Well, seriously.
I could work out with them, but it's a women's only gym.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to go?
Go as Joan.
Go as Joan. Oh, please. I don't. My idea of a 20-minute workout is parallel parking. I think if God wanted me to work out, he'd put diamonds on the floor. No.
No, huh?
A little Joan for you, folks.
A little Joan this morning.
Uh-huh.
It's multiple personality.
That's
after
true.
all.
It's multiple personality day. So I'd like
Carol,
to say hello to all of my characters, okay?
Gina.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. He calls it art. I call it wacky.
Art therapy.
You know what? You know you have arrived when there's a Starbucks coffee named after you. Ariana Grande.
No.
Shit. It's called the Cloud Macchiato.
Oh, I thought it would just be like a grande.
Well, everybody said, okay, let's start with the grande jokes. But it's called the Cloud Macchiato, and it's launched today. It's espresso, whipped cold foam, and caramel drizzle. And it's released today in anticipation of International Women's Day.
Hey, cool.
She's 4. Is she even a woman yet?
Doesn't she look young?
She's just a doll.
What is it again? It's
the Cloud Macchiato.
And
So
what's
it's
in it?
espresso,
Espresso?
whipped cold foam, and caramel drizzle. Like, how can that be wrong?
But isn't that also already a thing? They just renamed it.
Well, aren't you just the bubble buster? Just busting bubbles all over the place this morning. She's still happy about it.
I would like to have a well, I don't have a coffee named after me. I have an entire company.
Murphy's?
Timothy's Coffee.
Timothy's Coffee.
Which, as a matter of fact, is what I'm drinking right now out of my Tim mug.
And Tim Hortons.
Yes, but he was really a somebody.
Yes, he was.
He was.
As opposed to you.
He was
Also, The Daily Show.
Don't you know who I think I am?
On The Daily Show, the Trevor Noah is the host. He's so clever. Of course, a lot of his shtick is the headlines in the news. Well, he's apologizing.
Why? What did you do
Well, there's
wrong?
mounting tensions between India and Pakistan, of course, in the news. Like, it's getting pretty intense.
Really?
Well, so he took that headline, as he always does, and he said it would probably be the most entertaining war that could ever happen. And then he started imitating by singing and dancing like a soldier, performing like a Bollywood star.
Oh no, that's really not good.
So apparently there was a little backlash there.
Did you see him do that thing where he was talking about South African? Was it on the awards? It was on the Academy Awards.
I did.
He did a thing, and because his dialect from Africa, because he's from South Africa, his dialect is one of those ones that has the clicks in it when you speak, like when you talk, and it's like la la la. He makes click sounds in his language.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
no.
Like in South Africa, when they speak in their dialect, and they actually use like clicking sounds as part of their words.
Oh, yes, okay.
Okay, you understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
So he said something and then translated it and saying, and this is what I just said in my home language, which is like, always love yourself and do be true. And what he was really saying was, isn't it funny that these Americans have no idea what I'm saying?
No
Yes.
way. He's funny.
He is so.
He's very clever. He's very at ease criticizing the American way.
Yeah, because he moved there as an immigrant.
Yeah.
As so many people did.
Yes. That shouldn't have just asked the Donald.
Now here's something I didn't know. In 1558, again today in
You
history-
didn't know that?
No.
I knew that.
Smoking tobacco was introduced into Europe. So because, it came from Aboriginals, from First
Yes.
Nations. First
Yes.
Nations, tobacco, obviously, right? So they brought it over. 1558, they brought it back to European society, smoking tobacco. Guess who brought it to them? A physician, Francisco Fernandez.
Wow.
A doctor introduced smoking tobacco to European society.
Did they have a warning on it?
Yeah, right?
Here, a smoke and ice, and ice and smoke.
There's a picture of a. Never mind.
Yes. Speaking of saying things that are
I'm not going to say it. You're going to do the news next.
I'm going to do the news next, so please stay with us. And Tim has more.
I have an update on Kayge, our young friend Kayge.
Can't wait to hear.
Yes.
Can't wait to hear. Looking forward to that. Stay tuned for the news coming up right after this. There's nobody busier than Tim Murphy. And now you're involved with a brand new theater company.
A new theater company.
This is cool. What's it called?
It's called Algoma Repertory Theater.
Okay.
See, if you remember, I'm sure you remember Pull Chain Theater,
Yes,
Richard Howard out
yes.
of the Purple Lantern. Then Michael
Dinner
Hennessy.
theaters,
Michael
yeah.
Hennessy had Family
Yes.
Life Theater. Long time ago, there was another one north. Something I forget what it's called. But anyway, we don't have dinner theater anymore in Sault Ste. Marie, and so a local actor, Mark Baudette, and his wife Sandra Forcell. They were both professional actors in Toronto, and they moved home to Sault Ste. Marie, and they've been very involved with theater. And they decided that it would be nice to have a repertory theater company, and so they got about 26 investors together to form Algoma Repertory Theater, otherwise known as ART. And there's the sign right. Look at that.
So you know what? What do you need investors for? That might be a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question at all.
Are you talking about renting space and?
Well, not necessarily renting the space, because a lot of the times, like for this company, we'll be working out of places like Grand Gardens on Dennis Street, and so for them, it's dinner show. We charge. I mean, they're going to be charging for the dinner. The money for the show goes back into the company.
I see. So there's a partnership with.
But you have
the
to have startup
facility.
money, because you don't get to put on a show without paying for royalties. And what about costumes?
And
then
royalties are outrageous.
They can be. For smaller plays, it's not like the musicals. Like, for something like Shrek, where you're looking at $12,000-$16,000 to put the show on. But for a smaller, like a two-hander dramatic play, the royalties are usually a lot less than that. It's by performance.
Two-hander, what is that?
Two-hander, two actors. So, but for instance, the first show is a two-hander. It's starring Mark and Sandra, husband and wife, and the show is Love Letters, which is A.R. Gurney, and it's been done in the Sioux before. It's a beautiful. It's love letters. It's two people reading letters to each other over the years, and it's staged as a play. It is lovely. The second installment is called Death and the Maiden, which I saw that as a film starring Sigourney Weaver and Ben Kingsley. Holy smokes!
Really?
When I saw that they were doing it, I was like, I love that script. I'm in it.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna play the Ben Kingsley part.
So you have like a lead.
Yeah, well, secondary. And then the third one is it's a musical. Something Dead. The Evil Dead the musical. Evil Dead the musical.
Evil Dead.
How much fun is that?
Evil Dead
and
the
the
musical.
Christmas one is a radio play.
Oh!
You know when you see the sound effects on stage?
yes.
It'll be a big Christmas time radio
No way.
play. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And one of the ways that this is so clever, you know how radio plays, you have sponsors,
Yes.
like such and such soap.
And then the
we're going to
actors are
have
reading.
local businesses can buy in and get their advertisement
That's
on the stage for the radio
brilliant.
play.
Oh
so
my
we have the
gosh.
first season planned out. There's about 26 people involved in all this, and hopefully it'll carry on.
Excellent.
So this wasn't an investment like to make money on. This was an investment in the community, in the arts community.
As an outlet.
As an outlet, just one more, because a lot of times you have directors who want to try stuff, and it's a little scary sometimes to go to an established group who are doing big scale things. It gives people a chance to come through the ranks and try out their chops on smaller
Give
projects.
them a starting spot.
And where you're not risking a whole whack of money that belongs to an organized group or a not-for-profit group.
Well, I'm looking forward to hearing
Algoma
more.
Repertory Theater, and we'll have more news on that. I believe Mark is going to come on the show to talk about that next week.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Meanwhile,
Yes.
I'm talking
today.
an awful lot. I'm sorry, Luann.
That's okay.
But coming up after this, Kayge Fowler is the young boy who's fighting cancer so bravely. And we have some updates and a new friend of Kayge. Her name is Janet Lynn Miller, who has an amazing idea for how we can help the Fowler family. So that's coming up right after this break on Mornings with Luann and Tim. Ready?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Janet Lynn Miller. Janet Lynn, I want to thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having me, Tim.
You and I met earlier. I hadn't put two and two together. Essential oils.
Yes.
You have a business.
Yes.
Excellent, but that's not why you're here today.
That's right.
You have been following the story of Kayge Fowler.
I have.
Now, let's just give the audience a little refresher course on how you came to know about Kayge and what Kayge is going through, if you don't mind.
Okay. Kayge is fighting DIPG cancer. He is a beautiful 6-year-old boy.
Six,
Yeah. He celebrated his 6th birthday, I believe, in the summertime. And he was diagnosed when he was 5.
And the DIPG cancer is one of the rarest forms, is it not?
They say that, but they've been the children that are dying of it and diagnosed with it it doesn't seem rare.
This cancer is right in where the brain, it's in the stem of the brain.
Yes.
And it's in there.
Yes.
Right. So, okay, it's very difficult to treat.
Yes.
The family has had to go elsewhere to get treatments.
Yes. Canada gave him a number of radiation treatments and told them to go home and make memories, and they fought for more.
They fought for more.
And they found these treatments in Mexico. They cost between $22,000 and $25,000 every month.
Every month.
But they're working. There is tumor shrinkage. The doctors here told the family that Kayge would never walk again. He walks. There's videos online of him bouncing with his dad on gym equipment.
At one time, his speech had been very impaired by the tumors and by the treatment, and now he's communicating again. He's able to talk again.
He goes to school.
He's going to school again. Weight right now is an issue.
Yes.
One of the biggest concerns is that he's lost a lot of weight because he has no appetite, and I think also some of the treatments do things that cause sores in the mouth.
Yes.
So that's one of the battles they're dealing with right now this treatment in Mexico,
Yes.
$25,000 a time, right?
Yep.
I was speaking to Jerry Fowler, who's been on the show, and that's Kayge's grandfather.
Yes, I saw it.
The Kayge now has, it's almost like I considered it almost a shunt. It's in the top of his head. So when he goes back down again, because it can be very, very painful for these treatments, a lot of injections and stuff, and you're talking about brainstem, right? So this allows them to actually go in and access, and it's direct to the cancer for when they put the treatment,
That's right.
whatever that is that they're putting in there. Then they actually have to do testing, and so they'll draw fluid sometimes to just see what's going on. So not only has the original tumor shrunk, there was a secondary tumor that showed up. That tumor is now actually being destroyed to the point where pieces of the tumor have shown up in the fluid that they draw out of his head.
Amazing.
It is amazing. This treatment is actually making a difference for a boy who wouldn't, and this kid wouldn't give up.
No.
He's a fighter. So obviously you're very inspired by this.
I am.
Other people have done fundraising.
Yep.
Your concern is that the family can't just keep going back to the drawing board time and again. Am I sort of saying that in the right way?
So for me, looking at it, I see the family dealing with everything that they're dealing with, but they're up round the clock trying to think of new ways to generate money, and they should be focusing on their family and the task at hand and not have to worry. So I racked my brain for months trying to come up with a way to make a difference where they wouldn't have that.
So there's a continuum of money coming in, but them having to fundraise every time it's time to go away again. They've already had.
Well, they fundraise every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day they're looking for money. You'd have to.
Yes.
It's $225. That's $250,000 a year minimum.
Yes.
Okay. let's talk a little bit about why this is so important to you. Let's go. We're going back to kindergarten for you.
Yeah.
Tell us the story.
So, my best friend in kindergarten, Kayge, had leukemia, and he didn't see grade 1. And leukemia is highly treatable now for many children, and I felt I don't know.
When you heard about Kayge,
I thought of Kayge.
You thought of Kayge.
I thought of Kayge, and I spoke to Kayge, and I may sound crazy, but I do.
It doesn't sound crazy.
And I prayed to him to please, please, please help Kayge. And he's come to me on a regular basis, Kayge, and I tell everybody, Kayge reminds me of him.
Yeah.
Kayge's charisma, and he's
this kid
special.
obviously made a real impact on you back in kindergarten.
He did. I've thought of him and spoke of him at least once a year, probably a couple times a year, my whole life.
So you made the decision to take on this, and you took the initiative to take on this fundraising challenge.
Yeah.
And how does it work then? It's a subscription?
So it's like a sponsorship.
Sponsorship
We
is a better
started
word.
a new group on Facebook called Committed to Kayge.
Kayge is spelled Kayge, as you can see from your sweatshirt. All right, Committed to Kayge is the Facebook group.
That's right. And what the group is anyone who is willing to donate $10 a month via e-transfer or whatever.
Cash, e-transfer, however you want to do it.
However you want to do it, $10 a month. You join the group, and then the family knows they can count on that $10 a month.
And tell me what that works out to per day. 34 cents?
Less than 34 cents a day.
Less than 34 cents a day. Is this for your child?
Yeah.
So, would you not do anything and everything? Yeah, you would.
And I mean, I think a lot of people don't donate or they feel badly for sending $10. You know what I mean?
You don't think it's enough.
That's right. So I think a lot of people don't e-transfer money in that or donate on the GoFundMe because of that, because you know, they feel cheap or whatever. But $10 a month, I think for most people is attainable and isn't really missed. I'm sure, like, my goal is to find 2,500 people.
That's the final goal. 2,500 would because that would be
do it. $25,000. Yeah,
right.
And I'm sure
a month
in this city. That's right, a month. You're committing to send that money every month for as long as the family needs it, and what that does is allows the family to focus on Kayge, to focus on their other children.
They have 5 children, do they not?
Yes.
They've had to sell their home. They were in the middle of renovating their home when Kayge was diagnosed.
Yeah.
And thanks to the kindness of friends and family and even community members, they got the house into a state where it could actually be sold.
That's right.
So the house is for sale. They've moved.
Yes.
They have to travel with him.
Yep.
So somebody has to stay home and watch the other children while the other parent travels.
They're an amazing family.
I don't think we have to explain to anybody anymore how difficult this is and how amazing this family is. So, the Facebook page is called
Committed to Kayge.
Committed to Kayge. You're not looking for someone to come and do a one-time donation. You're asking that if you do this,
like, anybody can make a one-time donation, e-transferring to Mandy, and that every penny counts.
And we have the website, the email up for to do the transfers.
The group itself is a monthly sponsorship.
Okay.
I want people who join the group to realize that they're committing to a monthly sponsorship.
Can we circle back now and go back to Kayge and explain how the connection ended up? You found out. Go.
So I went to go pick up my sweater from Kayge's grandmother, and I was speaking to her about how I felt towards Kayge and how, like, this connection that I have to him and how much I love him, having never met the child or anything else. And I told her about Kayge. And the look on her face, she just kind of said, Kayge? And her husband was Kayge's uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when Luann heard that story, she said, there's something bigger than all of us at work here.
There absolutely is.
I want to, Janet Lynn Miller, Thank you so much. Thank
I'm a
you so
hugger.
much. Okay. I love hugs. Okay. The page called again is?
Committed to Kayge.
Okay. And we'll be back with Luann to say goodbye on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
Thank you.
We certainly hope that we inspired you some this morning. Thank you so much for watching Mornings with Luann and Tim. We'll be back tomorrow, right?
That's right. It's the Wednesday. We're almost there, Luann.
Yes.
Halfway mark. Okay.
Wellness Wednesday coming up tomorrow. Hump Day, whatever you like.
Whatever you want to call it. Middle of the week. We're getting there.
Surviving.
And we'll see you then.
Have an awesome day.
Goodbye for now, everybody.